You're listening to Bad Vibes on CFRO 100.5 FM Co-op Radio. I'm here with Marc Bignell, our guest today. Oh, and this is brought to you by the Rickshaw Theater. They sponsor us.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
They don't let me in.
Like some simple child. Speaking of simple children, Doug Donut is here.
All 6 of my children.
All 6 of your what?
Personalities.
I was going to give you a big intro.
Okay.
Doug Donut from Death Sentence was your first band here in Vancouver?
Yeah, it was an interesting thing that happened. A friend of mine pulled us into this weird driveway in Canada Way the hell out, Burnaby, and they were punching their drummer out of the band as we pulled in. We actually got his.
He didn't get kicked out of the band. He got punched out of the band.
Right? And then I roll in and like Carol Lennon was behind drums because she was like hitting Jimmy Sigmund at the time, and he was there. And so it was like the Fitz Death Sentence. Everyone's just like, guess what? I just like I know Planet Claire, and
that's how
I
you
totally
got
jumped in. Yeah, and then I was next week I was on tour in California, so it was kind of like, oh.
Wow.
It's my favorite band, right?
Okay, well, I was just going to kick off the show with one of your songs, or one of those early Death Sentence songs, and then we'll get into it, and you can explain this.
More rock, less talk.
You can explain this phenomena for me. So, you're listening to Bad Vibes. This is Death Sentence.
Sweet.
Yeah, that was Death Sentence, Live to Die from 1985, and last
84.
year. Was it 84 or 85?
We recorded it. We lost the Nerve Tubes shindig, and there was a riot.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but the album came out in 85, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because...
EP.
EP, right.
8 songs.
So, because that would mean last year was the 30th anniversary?
Yeah, 1930. Yeah, exactly.
So this album came out in the 30s, is what you're saying?
No, I'm just sick.
But no, I saw, there was some guy on the Facebooks who was posting. You know how people listen to albums and then they
Are we going to Barat talk now?
No.
On the Facebook.
On the Facebook.
And then on his Facebook booking.
Okay, you know how people take a picture of the album they're listening to, and then they have to post it.
I haven't jumped in on that one yet.
Right, and then this is what I'm listening to today. But he was all basically going, how did they achieve this sound? This album still kicks ass.
God.
Right? And then I was actually thinking about that because basically every recording technique utilized on that album is done. People don't do it.
No, do the most with the least.
Yeah,
seriously.
so basically,
no, it proved it. Like no Lars Ulrich, fucking polishing a turd.
But I mean, that was recorded on tape, obviously, analog.
Yeah, and we just and I flushed that toilet.
Yeah, and one of the things people go, oh wow, it sounds so loud and punchy and all this, and that was because people say that about
Who said that? On Facebook?
This guy I saw on Facebook. This one guy said this.
What's one, man?
This one.
Let him out.
Yeah.
It's punchy and cool and analog.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
I would love to hear analog Dawn of the Dead.
But you know why? Because it was a 45, right?
Right.
And it wasn't groove crushed. Right.
Oh.
Right.
Someone put 45s of our music out.
Okay. What I'm trying to get out of you is tell me about the recording of that album.
It was simple. We won second prize, which was, if we won first prize, it probably wouldn't have worked out. So we had $2,000, and we were like, it was just me, Tim, and Pete, and because Sid was like banging this chick in Santa Cruz, and he was quitting the band because of that, and we're like, hey. So we went on as a 3-piece, and Pete actually stepped up huge, and he's a really wicked guitar player, and rest side in peace, you know.
Right.
But Sid didn't make it, so whatever. Me and Tim and Pete went in with this $2,000, and we did that album in 8 hours.
So wait, where did you get the $2,000?
We won a contest at Shindig.
So you did win
and
the Shindig.
Nerve Tubes won the contest.
Right.
Who turned out to be the odds.
Right. Okay, so they gave you $2,000. You went in, and how did this thing?
Can you imagine people like punk rockers these days with $2,000?
Yeah.
Right. Like they go straight to a studio. Like,
well, no, you just buy a laptop.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not the same.
No. So you got $2,000. You made Not a Pretty Sight.
Yeah.
And it came out on Undergrowth Records.
Yeah, and then Laurie Mercer really helped us out.
Oh, Collectors RPM.
Yeah,
that was their label.
So how did so Undergrowth became a label, which was a record
pretty much.
store.
And then Fringe picked us up, and then you know the rest of that story, and the Dayglows know the rest of that story.
Well, no. Maybe if I know it, that's fine.
Nah,
but
never mind.
We got to tell other people too.
Anyways, the guy's probably dead, so it doesn't matter.
What's that, Grant? One of the people that did Undergrowth?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has a show over at CJSF.
Well, I'm really sorry for him.
Downliners Crypt.
Grant's a big guy. I can't insult him. Let's play some more rock and roll.
Okay. Well, I'm going to play another song off.
He shows up at Lana Luz, too.
I'm going to play another song off of your first.
Oh, here's to Keith Moon, by the way. Well, 38 years ago he died. Ted J.
Yeah. But this song, In Flames, who's singing on this?
Me. The video is really interesting because it's Danny Novak's first 60mm shoot at We Got New York Theater.
Right.
So it's in the video. It's Pete singing my vocal track, and at the end of the video, it's like Todd from NG3 playing the last shoot, and it's in color, and it's in like total digital. So it's like whatever. But yeah, this is a good song.
This is you singing.
Yeah, I'm saying I wrote this with Tim Challenger.
Right, and you're playing the drums at the same time.
Drums, I can, yeah.
Here we go.
Multitasking.
Multitasking.
Oh.
Got a gasoline bomb in the early bird. I can make 'em listen. I can
In Flames by Death Sentence on Bad Vibes, CFRO. I'm here with Doug Donut, who was singing that song, and apparently there's a video of that Danny Novak did. I guess one of his
it's
first
his
videos.
first 60 mil video, and we got the New York theater. Because basically we lived there, because the plaza was like a block away.
A block away.
A lot of us would be waking up in there, and we'd be locked in.
Explain to the listeners what the plaza was.
The plaza was the King God capital of the universe back in the day. There was 1226, and that's how I kind of skirted over here.
It was a punk rock house.
Oh my God, we had every band you can ever imagine, hanging out in the parties. We'd pay the rent by like Gary Taylor would be like, oh, and we'd buy beer and then have a party, have another party, and then the rent would be paid, and there was like 9 rooms. There was like 18 people all the time.
Didn't Kurt Cobain hang out there?
Fuck around, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I met him, yeah.
Right. Well, what was it like hanging out with Kurt? What did you guys do?
Just laugh their heads off.
Right. Was Courtney around?
Fuck that bitch.
Let's not go there.
No, I don't like her.
She was.
I don't. Ask Dave Grohl about her, and I'll,
Dave Grohl. Okay. Well.
Just say not a fan.
That's just whatever.
Okay. So Kurt was hanging out at the plaza. Yeah, you were living there, weren't you?
Every room except one. There's 9.
You lived in 9
and
rooms
everyone
at the
was
plaza.
like rehearsing downstairs. DOA wrote their best shit in that basement.
Right.
So the postal code's in Zippy Pinhead's name. And the funniest thing is that it's all rebuilt and selling for $3 million. 1334 Clark. Go, bitches. Like, it's crazy.
Right.
It looks nice, too. It was once the
they didn't tear it down.
Brazilian consulate for like a week. And then it was a Buddhist temple, and they had a mandala in front of the Pontiac Grill.
Brazil decided to have its consulate in a punk
they
house,
needed a
in
place.
his van.
Right. Wow. No, I kid you not. Look it up.
Look it up.
Call Brazil.
Really? Brazil couldn't afford a little more
No, but that
money.
place is magical. I just look at it and go, oh.
Oh, okay. Well, at least they didn't tear it down.
Nah, right?
For once.
Yeah, for once.
They ripped down everything in this damn town.
I wanted to ask you one thing. I noticed, like, in a lot of Death Sentence songs, you mentioned DA or MDA. And I was thinking about it earlier. Like, in hardcore, no one's ever mentioned DA except you guys.
No,
there was no other band.
No, it was
name check that drug.
DA, and then there was MDA, and then it was MDMA, and then there was some Chinese words,
right?
And I'm like, what? No, we did a lot of MDA, right?
Because later,
we used to before we used to get ID from Eric. Right. Bus passes from Eric.
Okay.
Right? And then go and do MDA. And we would spend our whole welfare checks on MDA. And I'm like 19 and I'm sponsored by my parents. Like, yeah, okay, give them welfare.
Okay. Well, because later on with the whole rave acid house scene, ecstasy and E got very popular. And so you guys were kind of a love.
No, we were the pioneers of that.
You were the pioneers of
But no, when I saw a girl trip down a pack of stairs in Graceland on the ecstasy thing.
Right.
I just went, no way. Right. That's really sad. Our fentanyl thing that's going down, and
Oh yeah, stay away from downtown.
Anyways, you're bringing me down.
Oh, sorry. well, I just found it odd that that you guys mentioned that drug a lot. In your songs.
It just rattled off our tongues. We were channeling from youth. Channeling.
Okay, so you're playing soon, right?
What band?
Aren't you playing a show with?
Death Sentence. Yeah.
Okay, so Death Sentence is going to be reuniting to play, or not
reuniting?
Not that you went anywhere.
Oh no.
Okay, but
I thought they were still around.
Let's plug this gig.
Okay, the gig is Dayglow Abortions and Death Sentence sharing the same stage with Bugs Brigade and the Clamped. What are they called?
Who?
The Gapped. I don't know. Sorry, Otis.
Is that even English?
Anyways, and it's going to be at Funky's. It's after the skateboard competition that is the longest running skateboard competition in the world, amateur, and Jack's team.
Yeah, so is this later this month or?
No, it's just like next week.
It's next week?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the date?
It's the 9th.
The 9th. So on the 9th at
10th.
That's this weekend.
I'm looking at his face. This is funny. You're
doing a hell of a job at plugging this gig. Okay, so on the 10th or maybe the 9th.
It is the 10th this Saturday.
It's the second Saturday of September,
With
and
the
all of
gag.
us. No, it's a Jack thing. It's an inside joke. You know,
Okay.
you're not supposed to like tell the truth.
Right. But there is a gig out there. And it is.
People will find it. They're hardcore enough.
Oh, are they?
Whatever.
Okay, well, you're playing with the Dayglows, so let's play
Yeah,
some
no, that's gonna
Dayglows.
be
Here we
like-
go. That was some definitely CanCon. Proud to be Canadian by the Dayglow Abortions, who are playing this Saturday with
Yeah, the 10th.
with Doug Donut, who's our
Funky
guest.
Winker Beans.
That Funky Winker Beans, and Dissonance is playing, and
That guy goes like funky winker beans and raises his chair. You're creeping me out. Laughs.
okay,
Too bad we're not on TV.
Doug. So this is part of the something to do with the jacks or skating or
Yeah,
tell
jack
me-
scene.
and you have some interest in the skating thing?
No, I could never do an ollie, and
No.
and like I'd like to call the Vancouver Drax.
Would you like me to teach you how to do an ollie someday?
No. Yeah. Okay. If we get a pilot out, yes.
Yeah.
But
so
no, it's Jacks. Jacks are like crazy people from. It started out in San Francisco with John Marsh as the original Jack, right? And
you are a jack.
oh fuck yeah. No, you bike courier and you skateboard during your middle years,
Right.
Because everyone's like, oh, skaters over 50, ooh, right? No,
Really? Are jacks ageist?
we're ageless, yes,
Ageless.
Ageless, not ageist.
Not ageist.
right.
But you're a jack because you're a pretty good skater yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I remember when I first met you.
I bashed some old woman's leg with my skateboard.
Yeah, you were beating up-
high on acid.
Yeah, well,
Totally.
you were on
Remember that?
acid and you were beating up some old woman with your skateboard.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When I first, actually, I remember going when I was a terrible teen to a show at the Edge.
Right.
Remember that
Oh,
place?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and
Good place.
Yes, it was
Well
amazing.
run until the cops found out.
Yeah, but so Death Sentence play. The first time I saw Death,
Damn, that was DRI.
was it DRI?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was.
right. Yeah,
And fucking.
and you had the staccato drums, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And and this was the first time I saw your band. And
Are you kidding?
yeah, no, because I moved
Squeaky
here.
boy.
Yeah, I moved here. I got thrown out of high school after one day. And
So
anyway,
you got
whatever.
grade 4.
Yeah, I've got grade 4. That's why I'm working here at CFRO. No,
No.
Yeah.
There's lots of very educated people here.
Yeah. But
Very much so.
But I was blown away by the staccato drums because I'd never seen.
Yeah, I know. Those
anybody
attention
play.
getters.
Yeah.
It basically, after John Lennon got shot, my brain changed.
Right.
And I really felt a need to get my shit together as to what my dream was. And at a very young age, we know what our dreams are, right? And if you follow those dreams, whatever it be, mine was fucking round on drums, okay? So that I went and did that. And so...
So, but tell what were staccato drums for?
They're,
Obviously,
they're actually-
people don't know what the hell
I
we're
don't
talking
know.
about.
Look it up on Google. Staccato thunder horns. Then move on.
Do they even make those anymore?
No.
No. And
Keith
what,
Moon would have if he
Yeah.
was alive. Hello, Keith Moon.
yeah, and what happened? What happened to your staccato drums?
Well,
Uh-oh.
I left the band
I
in
don't wanna bum
Calgary.
you out.
No, they all started getting needle happy, and that's not cool. I
Right.
mean, me and you both know that this entire tune of the sound of the song that is Vancouver
Right.
is needle happy. Everyone got into junk and died.
Right.
Okay, so I'm not into that.
And you got-
no. I quit in Calgary, and then I flew back our railway. I don't know, and then I came back to the plaza, and my staccato thunderhorns were shredded all over the front lawn. I'm like,
What?
okay,
Why? How?
on this spite, they can't find a better guy.
Okay, somebody
Yeah.
trashed your drum set.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yep.
And you lost them.
Now
And now we can't get any more staccato drums.
I think there's a bit of staccato
Okay.
drums somewhere
In
on
that
the front lawn.
on someone's front lawn. Okay,
Right.
in that era, you guys Dissonance toured with the Bad Brains, or did you just?
Yeah, we did 4 shows with them.
And that was down in California.
It was changing my life. HR doing a backflip, and then Daryl Jennifer fucking laid down on one of these tables, like a school table, 7 feet long, whatever.
Right.
And he's like right to my left, just staring at me, and I'm like, and he remembered doing that to me, and I'm like, whatever. The guy's my hero. Bad Brains,
Where did you play with them?
Long Beach, all of the Western Coast.
So
But-
you did a tour up the coast with them?
Yeah.
Right on. And so this, what year was this? 86?
85.
85. Wow.
Yeah.
So they were actually at the height of.
Yeah.
So
So everyone's like, oh my God. And they're all sick now, too, right? Sick. And so it's like kind of whatever.
did you get along with HR?
I got along. No, nobody gets along with HR. Come on. Don't ask a stupid question.
What did he do to you?
Nothing, man. But he's
Was
just
he crazy?
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just both said.
Okay.
Anyways, Daryl Jennifer, for one, is the funniest motherfucker in the world. And like everyone, these guys need help. If you go look up crowdfund Bad Brains, you'll find both of them. HR is sick, and his care worker can't take care of him. The guy should be a millionaire, not Britney Spears, but Britney's kind of cool. Anyways, let's play some rock and roll.
Wait. The Bad Brains, I mean, I think, like, yeah, the 80s, they were one of the bands that really should have been huge, right?
Yeah,
It was just
they were.
Yeah, I think there was like this little dark ages before '91 when American punk finally broke.
Good
after,
point, Mark.
After 10 years, right?
Totally good point.
But yeah, the Bad Brains, and they were a huge influence on you guys, Death Sentence.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
like right down to those breakdowns we hear in your songs.
that's what they did.
Yes.
And they were turned on by the Ramones.
Yeah.
If you can
Well,
imagine, right? These
totally.
Rastafarian jazz musicians.
Right.
Real Rastafarians from like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let's listen to what. You know what? Let's listen to a Bad Brain song and into one of your songs, and we'll compare.
Why are you shaking?
We got
You're listening to Bad Vibes, brought to you by Radio Vancouver on Vancouver Cooperative Radio, 100.5 FM, sponsored by the Rickshaw Theatre. Check out their website, live@rickshaw.com, and subscribe to the event listings on their Facebook page. Now it's back to Mark and Doug.
Oh, dear. That was Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
And before that, we heard the Bad Brains Attitude.
Yeah.
Great band. Tell me about Pete, who was singing on that. That was Pete Cleaver.
Pete would scare the shit out of goddamn Motley Crue.
What do you mean?
No, and
You mean
he
in
was
general?
is for real. You've seen the guy, and the guy was just fucking amazingly crazy.
Right.
He was just the real deal, and
How
we
did he
all
get-
knew he was gonna die.
How did he get his name Cleaver?
He stuck a fucking cleaver in his head, man,
You could
right in front of me.
I'm setting you up for a nice anecdote.
No, well, like dumb fucking answer. No, he stuck a cleaver in his head, and it was
In
like
his
over
head?
a girl. She didn't like him cutting up his porn magazines.
What?
Honest to God, and we're in the West End. We're in his place. We used to like light up big balloons, these huge bombs that would go off.
Mm-hmm.
Right? No, we're pretty crazy, but he would just go, okay, fuck everyone, and run out and just do something. Like he stabbed himself. He was a cutter, right? And that's
Cutter? What do you mean?
he was
Someone who cut
You
himself.
ever seen his arms? He was just completely full of cuts,
Like
and
a
it was-
14-year-old goth girl.
these days.
Okay, so Pete.
He drew blood and had to take him to the hospital a long
okay.
time. We knew he was going to die, and I miss you, Pete.
Right. He ended up dying.
Yeah,
Yeah. What year was that?
96.
96. Right.
Yeah.
Right. What happened?
He started shitting white poo. Okay.
What does
His
that
liver
mean?
failed.
Oh, okay.
All right. Can you ask better
I'm
questions?
sorry. Okay, and the other original member of Descendants was Sid Savage.
Yeah, he's like right close, but
Is he still in the band?
I wish he would be.
Right.
Like this is a note out to everyone. I wish he would be, but this is an intense band that needs good musicians.
Right.
This is jazz music almost.
Right.
I want to keep it like that, and so when people can't keep their, everyone I play with is okay. Ben Lightning is the fiercest musician I know, and then there's Matt.
Right.
Okay, sketchy clown, and then I got Dance Con, and so when we play this style of music, it totally appreciates itself to the listener live, and Sid can't do it, and I wish he could again, and if he can, he's welcome back in the fold.
Well, okay. In the 90s, you did a band called the Pasties.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to talk a bit about what happened with the Pasties, because you guys almost got signed.
Do you want me to be truthful?
Yeah. Tell me what.
No,
How did how did it come about?
I left, and they couldn't find a better guy.
Well, you guys almost.
No,
what do you mean?
Sorry, Al Doyle and everyone. But our CD came out. I looked at the back. I opened it up, and I'm like, I'm not credited on the song I wrote.
Right.
So, come on, right? And I just went, I walked.
So
Terry Russell tried to do it, which is, hey, Terry, I love you. And, I don't know. It was a bad scene. You're in a band for 5 years. If it's not successful in 5 years,
Right.
beat it. You know all this.
Okay. So, but you guys almost signed to Geffen, or did the
Right.
album come out on?
Got a bunch of paranoia from Geffen as they treated copyright, because being on Geffen was sort of a weird end. They wanted to change members and stuff, and so,
okay, yeah. So
we were like,
they were basically that guy's
Smooch.
got to go and that guy's
yeah,
got to go. Right.
you know.
Okay. Well, let's listen to some Pasties.
All right.
Do you mind?
No, I'd love to.
Okay. This is going back to 91 or 2. What do you think? Is
No,
this
95.
95?
What do you
Okay.
think?
This was not that late. Here we go. This is the Pasties.
I'm alive in the clear tonight.
Holy who? That was the Pasties.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go, from the 90s, and that band almost got signed to Geffen, but that breakdown.
That band tore faces off.
Yeah.
We sold out everywhere we went, and it was Al Doyle and his vocals and his love for Jesus Christ Superstar, and like super duper loving the Keith Moon.
Yeah, you
style.
were. You could hear the Keith Moon influence in there.
Right.
And you know what today is?
Yeah.
The anniversary of.
Yeah, it's
I'm
Keith
trying
Moon.
to find a
It's
song. Of
International Keith Moon Day.
It's International Keith Moon Day.
Well, the one I can think of is Bellboy with his vocal on it.
Bellboy.
I just saw that. It was so weird.
now.
You know, he did a solo album, The Two Sides of Moon.
I heard it was horrible.
Yeah, no.
But Keith Moon, like people have compared you. You were kind of like the punk rock Keith Moon back in the day.
I just saw a Who tribute. I'm not gonna fuck around. I just saw a Who tribute, and that drummer sucked a big dag of
It might be the
dicks.
one. Is that Generation Who?
Oh, you mean a tribute?
I
to
don't know,
the-
man, but
there's so many.
I just can
tributes.
do
I
way
don't know
better.
why.
You shouldn't have a hi hat on stage. If you're in a Keith, yeah, whatever.
Okay, well, after the Pasties, you worked a bit with Mud Girl, didn't you?
Yeah, Kim.
Oh, Kim, yes.
Yeah, that was really, really inspiring stuff. Stephen Drake got me into it because we were all rehearsing. That's when I hooked up with, all the Kearns brothers, Todd Kearns, and I was rehearsing in the same place. And Steve Drake, who's a brilliant producer,
From the Odds.
yeah,
Yeah.
who beat me out of
The
So
Odds.
full circle. No, he was in the band called Nerve Tubes that beat us out at the Savoy when we won second place.
Oh, right.
Right.
It seems to be a lot of punching going along.
Yeah,
on
it seems.
In your life.
Very punchy people.
No.
Why have you been hanging around with such punchy people?
Because
Doug?
Vancouver.
Oh,
Anyways,
lay
so
in the city.
So Stephen Drake introduced me to Kim, and Kim is just a genius in writing, and she really does have good pop. She writes her own drum beats, and I got tested. She sends me this thing, and it's like her drumming, but she's retarded on the drums, so it's
Right.
like making it better. So I got retarded on the drums, and yeah, Kim Bingham.
So were you part of Mud Girl proper?
No,
what are we
Mud Girl
listening to
have
here?
this. They have a beautiful song called "This Day," and
Well, I was going to
like,
play What a Drag.
"What a Drag" is. Yeah, that's me and her.
Okay, well let's check it out.
Do it. Okay.
Gotta get to anyone. Superstar, I'll sing a song for anyone. Gonna be a monkey with an axe, so I can be the biggest, baddest monkey. Here I am, taking all the good grief. Got a smile, that's making it breaks.
You're listening to Bad Vibes on CFRO 100.5 FM. We're here with Doug Donut, and that was what was his name? Mud Girl.
Kim
Yeah.
Bingham.
Yeah, that was.
Kim Bingham,
So what
the
happened?
Kim band.
Yeah, what
And-
happened to Mud Girl?
Well,
'Cause I
she lives
remember-
in Paris and like makes millions.
I really, because I remember
Probably.
I'm
when,
not kidding.
when I was on, I had Psychomania. I was on some compilation with her.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah, I was like,
Well,
page-
plug that.
Well,
But it's
this-
my interview, so
this
get
is-
off
yeah,
me.
This is your interview. You know. What are you drinking over there, anyway?
Just tea.
Tea. Okay,
Apple tea.
I'm having a Keith Moon.
right.
You ever had a Keith Moon?
So, what are you doing now?
I'm really interested in all the tribute bands because that makes you a better musician, and there's a tactic involved, and you just get better.
Right.
And it's being ridiculous. I'm into dressing in drag, totally with Ziggy, and
but that's more of a kind of a hobby. Isn't
I have
it?
a solo album coming out.
You know, when nobody's around, I like to dress in men's clothes.
Yeah, well, you're naked now, like we all are. So whatever.
But
But the weirdest penis I've ever seen.
I've never seen my penis, Doug.
I'm looking at it right now, buddy.
But what are the plans? Like, what do you have any projects coming up?
Take a new Death Sentence album and
Are you
take us
doing
to
a new-
Europe. Yes,
Yes.
there's new songs and working with Matt Fiorito, working with him on his kind of. He's got a good groove. Remaining making money, doing music is pretty
Remaining.
much
Yeah. Good luck. How do you do that?
shit.
In Vancouver
yeah, I got a bunch
especially.
of it.
Yeah.
No, I make a living from music.
Oh, good. Good.
Well, you know, dumb drummer, motherfucker.
Yeah. So, okay, well, on Saturday night,
We're gonna be at.
you are playing at Funky
Yeah, with the Diggle
Funky Winky
Funky Winker Beans, and that's with the Dayglow Abortions. You can go check out Death Sentence Saturday night. This is going to be the place to be, right?
pretty much.
Yeah. And
Because they stay open till like 5 a.m.
wow, you're good. You know, your next SoCan check's going to be huge after all the stuff
Oh,
we've played, isn't it?
I walk into SoCan and they look at me and like, oh no.
Doug, thank you for coming out to
Hey,
Bad
Marc.
Vibes.
Both you marks.
Basically, we've got the next show coming in. Thanks for coming down.
Matey matters. You're
Bless your
Matey
heart.
too. I've heard you're Matey.
Yeah, the next show is.
Yeah, no, yeah, matey.
So I wanted to just get out with a little bit of Death Sentence, which you will be able to hear live in person on Saturday night at Funky Winker Beans.
Yeah, do come down. The place is great. The sound is great, and it's us in the day glows. Come on.
This has been Bad Vibes with Doug Donut. Here we go.
Woo!